talk about DSCR loan 101. Everything you need to know. DSCR loans are debt service coverage ratio loans. It's the type of financing primarily used by real estate investors for residential or commercial use. And here is a breakdown. So let's go through step by step. That's the great news. First, always understand that DSCR is a financial ratio used to measure an entity's ability to cover its debt obligation. In this case, it is the monthly mortgage payment. If it covers every month mortgage payment in the ratio of 1:1, it's a great loan, and go forward with all the banks. It got traction, this loan, about 2008, because someone did ask me last week why we had not heard about it, but traditional loans through Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. But guys, when the no documents were eliminated by Fannie and Freddie, people could not qualify with their true income on the base of job or the self-employment. So before that, this was only used for residential property, but commercial, which are huge $2 million, $3 million loans, did not get approved. Well, the requirements are pretty tough if you look at the down payment. Down payment has to be large. They want you to take that risk. So 20 to 30% to the bank will satisfy that. Also, they want to make sure that property is in an area where it is inclining, the market value goes up. And the reason is so you can fetch higher rent every year from the same tenant. Now that you understand this, let's talk about why investors love this DSCR loans. Firstly, as we talked, they don't need to prove the W-2 or the self-employment income to get qualified, correct? They can buy multiple properties as long as all the properties fit in that criteria of 1:1 ratio. Well, there has to be caveat. So let's talk about pros and cons. Let's talk about pros first. Easier to get it for investor with multiple properties, actually without even making any income. Anybody out of college can apply for this loan as long as the rental income is going to be in the ratio. It also has tax benefit because all the mortgage interest can be tax deductible. It can help you if you have higher income through W-2 or self-employment. These are the ways people invest in real estate and appreciate, enjoy the value at the end without worrying about cash flow. What are the cons? First, 20 to 30% down payment. It's big. Conventional loan, you can get it at 5%. So this is a big commitment, 20 to 30% down payment. But the rules are also disadvantages. Lender to lender, they change because there is no Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So lender has uniform rules from Fannie Freddie versus these are bank rules. So each bank has their tolerance of the risk vary. Someone say, I want this, and maybe they have 4 layers. The location has to be right. The rental income has to be in 1.5 ratio, not 1 ratio. So again, please shop with different banks like Wells Fargo, Chase, Corinthian Mortgage, local credit unions. They're the best places to go anyway for DSCR loan. In summary, DSCR loans are really attractive for real estate investor due to their flexibility on the rental income. I'm Sonal Shah. I'm an active realtor in Houston and the suburbs area, and thank you for my loyal clients like you who listens to me every week. So another question just popped up in my head. What is the minimum score requirement? Guys, that is important. This DSCR loan can only be obtained with the minimum credit score of 640. Ideally, it is 660 FICO score, and I will do separate 1-minute video on what is a FICO score and what is a regular consumer credit score. Some lenders are more flexible, as we talked. Some lenders are very strict. Does not mean anything. You just shop the banks and make sure which one fits your niche, your budget, and the interest rate compatibility with your risk. Once you have all this together and once you work with one bank, I know somebody who has bought 40 to 50 properties like this based on DSCR loan. A one-person single woman started this journey and learned the rope real quick, and she multiplied without realizing that she had so many properties. properties and she was a millionaire. She was still in a one-bedroom apartment. So guys, this is a way, but if you are in this for long haul, then investment in portfolio of real estate is must. It can compound way higher, way bigger than the traditional mutual fund or stocks. Here it is. Thank you very much. If you have any more questions, feel free to send it to me through comments. And I love your comments. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget it.